Hello, Bill McLean. It's Tim Norton. I am playing Cyberpunk 2077, and it's dusk. I think it's dusk because it's been getting darker. And it's a pretty big open world game, I'd say. It's kind of like Skyrim in the character development sense, which is to say that, like Skyrim, there's five of these main attributes, but you can only put points into so many. You get 50 levels, and you can only do so much. You can get like three of them filled, and then a few points in the other two, but that's it. Four is the minimum you can have. And it's like Grand Theft Auto in the sense that um, it's a big city and you can drive around in it. And we are going to somewhere here. And in theory, this is us. We're going to go down here, follow the map, follow the Elvic Road, and then when we get down here, there will be an assault in progress. We'll kill a bunch of folks and make a little money. And we are doing the net running build here. This is the car. And like many games, you're either fully accelerating or fully decelerating. There's nothing in the middle. So we're just gonna sneak by him and pull a U-turn down here. Wait, actually I guess this is where we're gonna be. Oh my gosh, okay. So, net running is kind of a stealthy business. You basically want to cast your spells on them from far away and then duck behind cover. Unfortunately, here there doesn't seem to be any cover. So those are the people we're going to try and kill.
V, I traced some clep meds. Someone's stashing them in a Kabuki apartment. Unfortunately,
I don't think I can get up there.
So be careful. Anyway, you bring them back, some rippers will thank you. Profusely. More deets in the attachment.
Wow, Wow, I feel really exposed here. Maybe if I just get far enough away. Oh, this'll be alright. I'm pretty far away over here. I think I can. So that's a guy over there, and so I'm gonna press the middle mouse button here. And I think that's gonna, yeah, so now he's got the two triangles pointing at his downward facing triangle. Which means I'll be tracking him, I think, no matter where he goes. So this is the hacking mode, essentially. You can also zoom in because I have this eye thing, this eye implant. So we'll try the breach protocol here. So what we're doing here is breaking into their network. They're all connected together. And what we're going to do is, I think I can just 551C. That minigame is kind of a brain teaser, but it's for hacking into things. In this case, I'm hacking into the network that these guys are all connected to. And this one just tells me where things are on the network. And so these are all the people that are connected to the network, and it tells me. Unfortunately, it doesn't last as long as I might like. And then this one poisons everybody. So he got poisoned. You can see the points coming off him there. Then it jumps to the next one. And then it jumps to the next one. Unfortunately, it only jumps to 3. But as you can see, it's just free damage. So, and I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't hack these people from here. And then if you notice in the upper right, in the upper left, in the sky, you can see a countdown. Now I can cast that spell again. If I could get the cursor on the guy. There we go. So now in the upper left is 30 seconds until it comes back. And so on. And I see ping is, and then ping is wearing off. So I could cast ping again. So ping brings him back. I think that one is far enough away that it won't jump. Contagion won't jump. The poisoning spell won't jump unless they're reasonably close together, which they are not. So we're just going to try and fill them off with this short circuit. That seems to have done the trick. So so you kind of want to be. There's no point in me actually doing any combat. That's what's the point of being a super stealthy net runner if I have to actually go punch anybody. Again, though, I think those folks are far enough apart that it didn't jump, which is too bad. Maybe I can get somebody that's a little bit closer. Oh, he had somebody nearby. There goes to the next person. 40, 50, about 60 points of damage now. Well, when you start out doing this, it's it's sketchy. You only get 20 points of damage, really. So I couldn't cast contagion. There's contagions. Cooldown is finished. So we'll cast it again. So I would say there's a third person getting it. 50 points. I think when I first started doing this, way back at level 1, I was getting maybe 20 points. Oh look, there's another person back here I didn't see. That looks like a Galena. Yeah, that's a Thornton Galena. That car there. I love those. They remind me of my 1990 Honda Civic. Or was it a 91? Very low to the ground. 86 horsepower. Completely gutless.
Alright, I'm calling it.
I didn't quite finish him off, did it? So this is, now they are reverse hacking me. They're trying to figure out where I am. And so I'm going to go far away in the hopes that they don't, it doesn't, if they do determine where I am, I'm going to enter into combat. All that was out of combat. So now I don't know what they're going to do about knowing where I am from here. Well, as it turns out, they're not the only ones with a sniper rifle. Oh, I'm out of combat. I'm not sure what happened there. Actually took 3 points of damage there. There we are. That's why they call me Deadeye. There we go. Now I see this guy's already injured. This one here. And that was me shooting right through his cover. Normally you can't shoot through cover, but when you have something called a tech weapon, this is a tech weapon, you can shoot through cover. Not all of the damage gets through the cover, like armor, it absorbs some of the damage. But it's pretty fun. So that's probably everybody here. I don't think there's anybody left alive. Although the spells don't kill them. Some of the look at that. Yeah, look at this Galena. This thing is cherry. That is shiny and new. There's a little something to loot. Flashbang, little ammo. And then you don't just kill people at the location. Remember, this was we're here, neutralize the poor, sort of subcontracting to the NCPD, Night City Police Department. And you also have to secure the evidence. So one of these will be the evidence. Oh, look at this. Ooh, look at that. Kind of like that revolver. We'll have to get a silencer on that. And there's our job complete. Made 800 gold. And I usually try and read these messages. Well, I don't read them because it's me. I don't have time to read lore. I'm not a lore reader. Oh, and there's a... This is a pretty cool weapon, but it's... I need to be stronger than I am to even to be able to use it. It just does a ridiculous amount of damage and blows people apart. But this one I think we can use. We'll replace our DR5 Nova 62 DPS with this weapon here. This one does 88 DPS, and we'll put a scope on it, and we'll give it a muzzle, because we do want to preserve our stealth status. That's what I'm looking like these days. I've looked more ridiculous. Fashion in Night City is interesting. There's some of that. So, yeah. So I'm going to do this thing over here before I let you go. And what I'm doing here is hacking into a data port, and as long as you have a cyber deck, which is a computer just built into your head that can be replaced, as long as you have one in your head, you can do this. And it's what you're doing here is breaching. So you're breaking into a network. And after you start, you'll have a fixed amount of time. So I have 30. After I start, I'll have 33 seconds. And then what you need to do is do these numbers in sequence. So I could do E9, E9, 55, or I could do BD, E9, or I could do BD, E9. So it BD, E9, I guess I get both of these. Interesting. So E9. So as a mini game, it's actually easy to make complicated, and the amount of intelligence required to anticipate the number of moves ahead is very interesting. And the thing that makes it hard is that you don't just pick the numbers at random. You have to pick from a row, and then once you've picked a row, like say I picked here, then my next pick has to be from this column. And so row, then say I pick E9 here, row, and then column, and then when I pick from the column, that binds me to the next row. So if I picked BD, that would be, or E9, that would be from this row. You can see it's kind of highlighted there. And then this column would be highlighted. I'd have to pick from the column. If I pick BD, then I'd have to go back to this row. So it's row, column, row, column, row, column. So here it looks like E9, E9. Let's do, so there's the first E9. Here's a second E9. Then we're going to take the 5.5. Then we're going to be in a column. I'm going to take the BD and then the E9. I actually got them all that time. So I got about 1,000 eddies, 1,000 gold from that data port terminal, and I also got these things. Sorry, that's the wrong place. These things. These things are the materials that you need to make these things. These are the active spells that are in my cyber deck. You notice I have 3 dots here that are occupied. There's a green one, and a blue one. Green one, and a blue one. So these are the so this is the poison, this is the one that shocks them, and this is the ping. So I picked up a couple as we've come along. Anyway, I can make these. In order to make them, I need ingredients, and the ingredients are I just got from the data terminal, and there's these things. I didn't get this many. I've hit the data terminal a number of times. Pretty much, yeah. So keeping an eye out for these data terminals is not the worst idea ever. Because like this job paid me 1,000, I got another 1,000 for the data terminal. I doubled the amount of money that I got for this job because I looked around for that data terminal. And it is something that, as an intelligence-based character, here, breach is something I do, you know, as a part of that. These two make the poison work better. Eliminates hurts their physical resistance. This hurts every kind of resistance. This gives me, you get the idea. They're perks. Okay, well that's just sort of an intro. I think I'm going to steal this Galena here because, man, this thing is cherry. I tell you, I told you it reminds me of my old Honda Civic, but also the Galena G240 front wheel drive, 86 horsepower, 2,000 pounds. The info is cheap and reliable. This cult favorite was immortalized in the 2034 punk rock hit Poundin' Gina in My Galena. And then when you actually get it and drive it, let's see if I can get it out of here. Ooh, a little bit of scrapey. There's my car. We'll leave that here. Listen to it. That little 4-banging engine just feels like it leaps out of the hood. But you know, 8 quarters? And how fast do you need to go down streets like this, right? That's a cute little car. And then what happens over time is there's a sport model for this you can pick up. And when you get out into the desert, there's a desert model that's modified by the nomads out in the desert called the Gecko. I think it's the same car, but it's modified with a new engine and built to work out in the desert. And it's just a terror. It's got a 400 horsepower engine or some crazy shit like that. And it's awesome. Alright, man. That's it. I hope you and Anita are doing well and that you are able to get back to work soon. Alright. See ya.